I'm going to use 8mm bolts to hold the piston down at 8mm studs. You can drill and tap this 8mm. Tap and drill for 8mm is 6.8. I'm looking for the chuck key for that bastard drill. There it is. I actually put it in the drawer with a milling machine. Bits and pieces, that's unusual for me. I have to make sure I get the distance between those two exactly the same on this and the piece of bar. I've decided on 118mm because that's going to give us plenty to play with in the centre. It's a nice new top, so it's going in there rather splendidly. It should split when it gets right to the bottom, which is there. Need to find the centre of this little shaft. The holes are 118mm apart, and they're going to be 10 in from each side. That's the first one there. And that's a 7.8mm drill, which should be a really nice fit on an 8mm bolt. a little bit too nice. We put a 8mm reamer through there actually, because that's the part of the bolt I wanted to fit onto and the shoulder part. Right, that's nice. So the next hole needs to be 118 from that centre. Right, I've got the jig mounted in a vise. That goes through there. And those two Allen bolts. We'll tighten the piston down. I need to make some method of locking the piston, each piston in the same place, but I have got a centre mark on each one, so I can probably work out from each centre where to put the cutouts. I don't mind spending a quarter of an hour setting each one up, I just don't want to spend all day, that's all. That piston's sitting nice and square. And that locks it down. It's repeatable every time, and that's the right angle for the two valve cutouts. It's a nice, rigid, firm mount. I'm very pleased with that. If we set that piston on top of there, that face there is lying parallel to the bed, so it's, I can't do anything else but the right angle. So I need to make some sort of cutter. I've got some ideas for that, and then some accurate measurements from the centres of those. Then we can basically put the cutouts in. I can make them all the big size, which is the inlet valve size, which does save making two cutters and two setups. And the cutter just goes straight down. It'll be a brazed down carbide tool. I'll make something, but I'm really happy with that's set up. I may put a stop on here, so each piston goes onto a stop. We'll wait and see. Right, we need a method of putting a solid stop onto there. We could push it against the piston on there like that, so it was hitting that bolt. I don't like that though. I'm saying that it's going to work. Yeah, there's too much tolerance in that. I think all I'll do is drill a hole through here and just put a pin through, a dowel pin, so the piston goes solid up against the dowel pin, and I know it's going to be the same for each one. Right, so that's a 6mm dowel pin, which will go in there quite nicely, and that's going to keep everything lined up for us. sharpened the cutter, so it's only cutting on one corner, which is all I need. It's more like a fly cutter now. I'm not going to use a milling cutter for anything else other than these. I've got 0 set on every position, so I know exactly where I am, where I'm going. Now it's just a case of moving the piston along that way, the required amount, and put your cutout in. Then when I turn the piston around to do the other one, because the gudgeon pin is offsetting the piston, that's where I was making a mistake. It's not offset much, but it's offset enough to mess things up big style for me. Right, so that's the distance the valves are apart. Right, we'll lock the bed off at that. We'll zero this and just make sure it is in fact which it is. once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Anyway, thanks for watching.